Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is January 6th, and this is your aftermarket update. So I want to spend just a couple of minutes here with you going through the trades today. Again, it's keeping in this theme of cut your losers short, let your winners run. I want to show you how we did that again today, how this really, cutting those losers short, letting your winners run really in the long run will help you become a more consistent and successful trader. We want to show you the tools on how to be able to do that. In addition to that, I'm going to introduce you, in the email, I've introduced you to the concept of the desktop psychologist. I'll show you a video on that. Not in this video, but in that email, there'll be a video on that. And these pieces all kind of work together. Small stops, bigger targets, and then using that, really that spreadsheet that I've nicknamed the desktop psychologist to help you understand how your system is performing and to show you just the power of being able to take 2-to-1, 3-to-1 targets versus your stops. So just really quickly here, I'm going to go through. We had 3 trades in here today. One trade was on the ES, and that actually worked out. I cut a little bit short before it actually hit the target. I went to 6 ticks instead of 8 ticks on the target. And the reason that I did that is it was pretty choppy. It ultimately hit that target of 8 ticks, but I only got 6 of those ticks. We had one CL trade that we were looking to hang on for a 30-tick target. It comes down, takes me out of break even +1 before it goes up to the target. And then we did have a nice CL trade that actually hits our target later in the session. And that's the one that I'm going to show you is that trade. I want to show you kind of how we managed it. I did condense it down a little bit. It was a 38-minute trade. I condensed it down to about 10 minutes so that you could kind of see, get the gist of what the trade was actually doing. So we're going to start here with the CL trade, or the ES trade rather. As we were into the session today, the market rallies up into the first time into the daily structure signal, pulls back into the structure target, rallies again back into this daily structure signal, and then when it was underneath this structure mid, this is the area that we look to get short. That's 22. I think we got in at 22.64, and we were looking for this target down here at 22.62. It ultimately comes down into that target at 22.62. So you're going to see in the video that I'm showing you in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see the CES price ladder. That's the only trade that we took today on the ES, and it was a 6-tick winner. On the CL today, let's talk about the trade plan on your CL here today. One of the things that we talked about, and here it is. And again, if you are a regular room member or if you come in on the free trial, you'll be able to have access to this trade plan on a daily basis. One of the things that we talked about is a 53.73 long. Market needs to rally up to 54 or higher and then retrace back to fade the 53.73 level. So as the market rallies up, makes this high today at 54.31.32. Again, that meets criteria 1 of rallying up above $54. And then we were looking to get long at this 63 level. That's where the sweet spot of the center point. But we also had the structure within the structure, which is your market maker levels. And that was here, down here at 54. And the bottom of this box is 63. So basically what I did in the trade room today is I kind of split the difference here, and I got long at 68. And that's where I got in long, was down here at this 68 level. I kind of split the difference between these two areas here. Now, what we were talking about is the market rallying up to 53.90, or maybe I got in at 69. Anyway, 53.99, 53.98 was going to be the target. And the market comes down, goes back and forth a little bit, comes down right here and takes me out. All right, I had a +1 stop, comes in, takes me out, and then rallies all the way up to what was going to be our target right up there at that 98 level. Okay, so that's a bummer. Took me out at a break-even +1. Then what we said, though, is that same area was going to be important today. We said on the short side that if the market rallies up to 54 or higher, then we would look to fade, and the fade long listed above, rather. So let me say this again. If the market rallies up to 54 or higher and the fade long, which is listed above, is stopped out, then a short on a breakout would be the next idea that we would take. So basically what we said is the market comes down, rallies. If it comes back, or if it would have taken us out initially, then we would look to get short. Now, we were looking short here. Again, we picked 68 for the long, or 69 for the long, and that's the place where we look to get short. So the market rallies up, comes back down, and then comes down through it here. So I'm going to turn off these structure signals for just a second here, and I'm going to show you why we picked the target that we picked. So we'll turn those off and we'll turn those off. And so we were looking for this target down here at what was 39. That was the initial target that we were looking for here. So we get in short here off of this, really off of this center point area that I showed you. Turn it back on here. This is right out of this center point zone here, right? Kind of this main support and resistance level. Our volume tools were telling us it was time to get short. And we did look to get short there. And then we were looking to target down here to this 38.39. Market rotates, rotates, rotates. Now, remember, I told you this was a 39-minute trade. So it just kind of goes back and forth. And you can see that we had a new set of revisions line up. And we talked about the target then being down here at 31. We were trying to hold on for 30. I got it at 68. We're trying to hold on for 38 down below. The market comes down, rallies back up, kind of gives us a little bit of heat, and then comes all the way down to within one tick of that target down there at 32. Now, that's the good news. The bad news is I did pull it off just a little bit early. I pulled it off at 48, I think. So I went a 2-to-1 risk reward on the trade. Now, it ultimately hits that target down there. But again, I was looking to try to get out. We did not have a losing trading day this week. It's been a very nice trading week. And what I was telling the room in there today is that I just wanted to kind of get out of this week with some good mental capital as we head into the next week. And so I took it off a bit early. But again, it was still a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and that's what's important is that we did have a better than 2-to-1 risk-reward. So market then kind of goes back and then rallies up for the day and then all the way back up to this revision signal decision point, but we were long done by the time this happened. So again, I'm going to let you watch that trade of the day. It's about it's a 38-minute trade that I've condensed down into about 10 minutes. And so without further ado, here is the OTG trade of the day. Short at 68.69 on the CL, right in this area. I am short. My stop is 81. My stop is 81. I'm in short right here on the CL. My stop is 81. 12 ticks to 81. Okay, we've got to get through 60. There's 65. Come on, get through it. 65, 64. We've got a revision signal decision point here at 66. We got to fight our way through. And then the low down there at 60. The recent swing low at 61 on this way down the first time. 64, 63. The target is going to be $39. 39 is the target underneath. 39 is your target. So this is on your trade plan today. 39 is your target underneath you here. Come on, get through 62, 61. You've got 203 long at 60. That's where we paused earlier today, was 60. We paused today earlier at 60. My stop on the ES is 65 even. It's 1 point on the ES, and I'm about to tighten that way up here. I'm about to tighten that way up. So we've got to get down through 60, bottom of the hour here now. There's 63, 62. Right? So we had that, we got shaken out of that 30-tick winner. And this is on the other side of your trade plan. This is your other side of your idea on the trade plan. Now, I said the breakout area would be 60. And I am going a little bit, I went a little bit higher than that, obviously. There's 2 ticks on the ES. Let's see if we can get this ES to fall through here. All right, so your 2 ticks positive on the ES, 1 tick. Again, we've got to fight our way through both of these markets here to the downside. You've got to get underneath 60 here on the CL. And we were as deep here as 61. There's 3 ticks now. Come on, break through here, both markets. Let's go 4 ticks, 5 ticks, 6 ticks on the ES. Let's get through it here. So as I look down below, you've got a little bit of liquidity at 62.75, and then our target at 62 has a stack of liquidity. There's 63. That's 4 ticks on the ES. Bring the stop on the ES to break even. It's just not moving fast enough for me, so we're nice and positive here. So I'm not going to put up with a bunch of retracement here. it's either going to go for me or it's not. All right, it's either going to go for me or it's not. So it's 4 ticks now on the ES. It's either going to go or it's not. The CL kind of lingering in this area here. This 12-tick stop on the ES right now at 81. And we were as deep. We've got 209 long at 60. So we got to fight our way back down underneath it here. There's 4 ticks. Come on, ES. Push through it here. So we missed our 30-tick move, and we wouldn't even be doing anything right now. I say missed it. We got in at the right spot, took us out at break even +1, and then ran for the 30-tick target. And here we are on the other side now, playing the other side of the trade plan. +1 on the ES. Come on, there's 7 ticks. Give it to me. Give me that 8th tick. Come on, give me that 8th tick. You know what? I'm closing the ES right there, 7 ticks. ES out at 7 ticks. Actually, looks like it picked me out at 6 ticks. So I'm out on the ES. Just not going to dink around with it. Not moving quite the way I wanted it to. And there's the 8th tick, of course. Could have waited just a little bit longer. Ha! That's okay. There it is. You got filled if you held on for 8 ticks. So, you know, we're lingering here on the CL right now. Bottom of the hour, we got to get down through 60, right? 209 long at 60 right now. That's the area we've got to fight through. So, again, if you're 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. swing zone, we've already broken this leg of it here. So this is a good structure for that reversal time frame. This is good structure for that reversal time frame. The high of this bar is 98. The high of that bar is 86. Your structure mid at 88. Sorry, that's 96. That's 88. So this is your trade plan short area. Now, I said on the trade plan 66, but you had a revision signal that formed up that got me short sooner than... There we go. Trail stop here now at break even. Trail stop at break even. We just came down and hit the daily structure signal, didn't we? I'm targeting 39 underneath it. 39 is the target underneath. Gosh, do not take me out. We hit 55. The structure signal down there is 54. Take that trail stop off for now. Leave it at, I'm not going to get dinked out here. It's either going to go or it's not. I'm bringing the trail stop to 78 here. Trail stop is 78. We're holding on for 39 as the target. I think, I tell you what I will do. I'm going to go, this will still put me up on the day. I'll still be up. It'll be a less, but my stop here is at 75. Stop here is at 75 above the point of control. I just think we're going to make this attempt to get through it one more time. And I think it's going to happen closer to the end, and it may come up to 68, 69, 73, like that. It may do all of that. So I'm just hanging on here. What I'd prefer, obviously, is us to get a bar down and underneath 60. In fact, the only bar that we had close and rather open was down at 59. So if we can get a bar to close underneath 59, 58 or lower, I think we can then safely come back to break even with an idea that at that point we're in the right direction. Okay, there's your 58. Come on, baby. Let's get through. Bring the trail stop to break even now. Again, 50. What is the low? The low that we've had was 55. There's 55, 54. Target is 39. Bring this trail stop here for now to 63. 38 is your target. I'm going to protect 5 ticks. There's 52, 51. There's a lot of orders there at 50. Trail stop here is now 58 for now. A lot of orders down there at 50. The low is 46. The target is 38. There's 49, 48. Let's go. 46 is the low. Bring the trail stop here to, let's break that low first. Bring the trail stop here to 53. There's 43, 42, 53 on the trail stop. We came down to 42. 53 is the trail stop. 15 ticks. Told you. Told you. 38 is your target. Okay, if we come down, you've got a big line of liquidity down here at 40. Big line of liquidity down here at 40. Just have to, man, it's just about timing, right? It really is about timing in a lot of these cases. You know what? Let's not even dink around with it anymore. Let's bring the trail stop here to 48 is the trail stop now. It's either going to go 10 ticks in our favor or it's not. 48 is the trail stop here. Okay, out at 48. That puts me up about 58 ticks on the day, and that's good. All right, so again, you kind of got a feel for how that trade went today. As I showed you on the chart previously, the market goes all the way down. It does end up taking out the target, but not before I tightened up the stop fairly dramatically. Still a 2-to-1 risk reward. Would have been a little bit better than that had we let it go all the way to the target, but that's okay. It is Friday. It's the shortened holiday week. We'll be getting into the next, we should see some more volatility and volume coming into the market next week as the final week of vacation ended here this week for some traders. So anyway, it ended up being a really nice day here. And as always, I want to say thank you for spending the time watching the videos here at the Oil Trading Group. And until next time, I want to wish you good luck and good trade.